What's up, guys? It's Steve with hapgaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Erik,
Kelly,
Jason,
and no Ricky today. So this week we watched Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, directed by Alfonso Cuarón. Sure, works for me. Written by J.K. Rowling and Steve Kloves, starring Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson, and Rupert Grint. IMDb synopsis. It's Harry's third year at Hogwarts. Not only does he have a new defense against the dark arts teacher, but there is also trouble brewing. Trouble brewing. Yeah, he's at a brewery. He's getting wasted.
Okay.
There's also trouble brewing. Convicted murderer Sirius Black has escaped from the wizard's prison and is coming after Harry. So what'd you guys think?
your reading of that synopsis was amazing. That's what I think.
It's all
so far,
fucking...
this is my favorite one.
Is it?
I really like this one. Yeah.
You've watched all the movies, right? I assume.
Eric says I have. I want to say I haven't.
Okay.
So
She's definitely slept through most of them.
Well, maybe that's yeah, to be determined. Sorry about that.
Oh man.
That's BDT.
Yeah, that's easier to say. Maybe.
What the hell does BDT stand for?
That's Kelly's version
know.
of to be determined.
To be determined.
Oh.
In Espanol. I was doing it in Espanol.
I think this is the point where they start making him. I mean, it's starting to get a little more serious. So
Yeah.
Where the first two, even there was still some serious shit in the second one. I think this is where it starts getting more serious and it starts getting darker. So it's
Well, Eric pointed out to me. Sorry.
That's all right.
I was like, why is that place so dark? Like, it was one of the buildings they were in. He's like, well, if you kind of notice from the first to the last, the scenes will get darker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it kind of makes sense because I remember the first one being pretty scenery, green and here and there, and then this one's less and less for sure. So that's an interesting concept.
Yeah, it's a lot happier, a lot less happy movies, getting further in. So you got these fucking Grim Reaper monsters flying around everywhere. Fuck those things. The Dementors. That's a real fucking messed up thing. Yeah, let's just put these things around our kids to protect them from this murderer that apparently has already attacked, the children once. So let's just do that. It sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Well, Harry's not very smart anyways. We've all figured that out, I think. Especially when he lets that stupid book free and then hangs his head down over the bed for the book to eat it. Like, what the fuck? Really?
I mean, we all would have been stroking that book's spine a long time before that. So we all would have been like, oh yeah, this book likes it when you stroke it.
Damn it. Oh, man. Do you think, so if they release later editions of that book, do you think there's at some point, because this is still pretty far in the 90s or whatever, or early 2000s, so this is still probably pretty early internet stuff. At this point, do you think if that book's released, is there internet for wizards and shit like that, so they can go, oh, okay, this is how I open this fucking stupid ass book, because I can't fucking get anything else?
I don't know. I mean, the incentive... Okay, I don't know, because then again, what do their porno books look like?
Probably, I mean, everything is...
Or do they have wood nymphs where they actually just have sex with a mythical creature that's like, let's do it?
It's probably just books full of a bunch of gifts, is all it is. So
yeah,
but then those people in the pictures can just leave the pictures because they got other pictures they got to go to. So what if you're looking at your book and you're like, well, fuck, there's nobody in here. What the hell?
You whip your hog out and the lady laughs at it and it's like, what the hell are you doing with that piglet there? And you're like, oh.
Here I am thinking it was a 9-inch lap hog.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, I feel like there's not nearly as many wizards as there are muggles. So I kind of feel like you'd be looking through it and you'd sometimes see people and you'd be like, oh shit, and trying to turn the page really quick.
Mrs. McGonagall?
Yeah.
What the hell? Even worse, Dumbledore?
Yeah.
Well, if Mrs. McGonagall would be like, hey, you into furries?
Oh, jeez.
Look at this cattail. Purr.
Oh.
Meow.
You know what the dejected wizards with the tiny little ding dongs are going to be doing? They're going to be just like Ricky right now. They're going to be ripping through your buddy's girlfriend's panty drawer, and then just like that's what they're going to be doing. Maybe that's what happened to Ricky. Maybe we're all muggles and he's the wizard, but he's like a squib. I mean,
So he gets
really a squib. He just won't put the work in to do it.
Oh yeah, so he's just a bad wizard. He
He's
didn't get
like,
training.
he's
training.
really shitty just because he doesn't want to put the work in.
Yeah.
He would get caught though, because you'd have like the girl could just take a picture of herself and leave it in there, and then at the end of the day she'd come back and be like, "Yo, picture. Quick question. Did anybody look at my panties today? And is that a thing? Did somebody sniff my panties?" And then, you know, her little image of herself would let her know. Isn't that
I feel
how
like
that
what would
works?
happen is she would open the drawer and the fucking picture would be like, "Oh my god, can you believe that Ricky smelled your panties again?" That's what would happen.
Oh man.
At least this time he didn't take any, because I am tired of having him come back all wet after he makes Pantene.
They were coming back clean, and I wasn't really sure why. And then I found one of his cups, and it was gross.
Oh, no.
So he'd probably be really good at like alarm, like breaking alarm charms and shit like that, just so he could get past any kind of spells that they might have on their clothing drawers and shit like that, because they're just tired of him getting in there. Ricky's like Gilderoy Lockhart, except he's really good at getting through alarm charms.
He's the Gilderoy Lockhart of alarm charms.
Yeah.
So he'd be the guy we need to break into places.
Yeah, he could break into Gringotts and stuff like that. He's like, so you guys need my help. Yeah, it is. He's also smoking a pipe too.
It's like, wait, are you doing coke, Rick? No, it's okay. Panties.
Oh man.
Can you believe these are Heidi Klum's? And we're like, okay.
we I don't even know who the hell that is, man.
I don't. Sure, man. Fucking weirdo.
Man.
For Christmas, I should order him a set of panties in a Ziploc bag with a picture of the girl they came from and like wrap it up for him.
They'd show up at your house, and if I'm gonna be like, "What the hell is this?"
No, dude, you know what you should do? Jason, you should just buy a 5-pack of those, of panties.
And then wear them?
No, well, you could do that. That would be really funny. Yeah, wear them to work, put them in a bag.
Put a
and then
picture of some girl in there.
Send it to him like 2 @furry Twitter balls. Send it to him, and then keep sending. And then and like the third one, go, "A picture will be coming soon."
Do that
And then maybe
picture of
even
you-
take a picture of your nip and put it in there, so it's just like a hairless nipple.
Just
So
shave it and
looks
take a
like-
picture of it?
Yeah, so it looks legit. Send it to him, and then by the 5th one, have it be you and the panties right there. It's so fucking funny. His face, he'd be like, "Ah!" He'd probably die.
You remember that one that you had, and Sharp was like, "Oh, who's
Oh,
this?"
yes.
Just do that to him.
I dressed up as a chick for Halloween, and I showed it to one of my coworkers, and he was like, "Oh, who is this? She's fucking hot. I'd bang her," basically was his attitude. And I'm like, "That's me."
Oh.
Are you
my
serious?
God.
Yeah.
That is fucked.
Oh, man.
I want to see that picture.
The worst part is, I'm not sure it deterred him from wanting to have sex with me.
Well,
It's all right.
I mean,
just,
He still
You
kept
know.
looking at the picture, and I'm like, "Dude, that's enough. It's a little creepy now."
like, you kind of crossed the line here, bro. Like,
You're gonna have to pay for that soon.
pretty soon you're gonna be getting. That's just gross. I don't even want to think about it anymore.
Damn it.
So if you guys, so I like that. This is my favorite because it has werewolves in it,
Mm-hmm.
which I would like love to be a werewolf.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome. And shit balls.
Totally
just a
lost his
second.
train of thought.
Did something happen?
No, you guys go ahead and talk.
Okay.
Something happened.
So I
need
mean,
to fix it.
the werewolves in this though are the ones that basically lose their fucking minds. They don't get any. They don't get any cool powers when they're not a werewolf or anything like that. So they just fucking lose their minds and attack whoever the hell during that one time. Or I guess during that week of the full moon or whatever. Like leading up to it and all that. So I don't know if I'd want to be one of these werewolves. It seems like it wouldn't be great.
And they can't change on command or anything. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Later on, though, like what is it? One of the Weasley kids does get bit by a dude as a werewolf, but he's like not transformed. So he only gets like part of the stuff. He just likes his steaks really rare and shit. So,
Really?
yeah. So.
Oh yeah. I totally. Which one was it? It wasn't
Bill.
Yeah.
It's the one who marries Floor.
Is that in the movies? I don't even remember that in the movies. Or did they cut it out of the movies to save
It might be
time?
cut out, but I want to say that he has scars later on in the movie. So it's but yeah. So he's still there.
Oh yeah, well they got to deal with that one dude at the end there, the guy who turns
Fenris.
himself into a werewolf on purpose.
Yeah.
Because he likes killing.
Yeah, he makes sure he puts himself next to places where there's people that he can murder when it turns full moon. So he's just like, oh, there's a fucking household full of people here. I'm gonna turn into a werewolf right here. It's gonna be great. He's a pile of shit. And apparently he really likes to change kids. Caboose, stop. Just set it right there. It's fine. Well, I mean, we're in the middle of the stream. I don't care.
Anyway, so yeah, I and then it has animaguses in this. Like, which animal would you guys like to be able to turn into? Because this like takes a lot of thought. I mean, like for instance, you go praying mantis, then you're definitely gonna watch like you're gonna be in like why can't I hear you guys now?
Wait, can you hear us?
Oh, I can hear you now. Okay, I thought
Okay.
Jason was saying something, and then I couldn't hear nothing. I was like, oh no.
No, we're good.
Anyways, so
I don't know. Do you get to
Right, so-
choose? Like, I mean, I guess you probably do, right?
yeah, they got to choose. I remember reading the book. They picked the animals they picked just so they could control
Remus.
werewolf.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why, like, there's Wormtail, so he could go and hit the little knot on the tree,
Yeah.
and then Prongs, and then whatever the fuck
Padfoot.
to help like contain
Control,
him. Well, I
yeah.
would have picked a bear. I mean,
that was maybe one of them should have been a bear or something, or a gorilla of some
I don't-
sort.
a gorilla maybe, or Bigfoot. Oh my god, an Australopithecine.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, that's what I would be. Because then
You
you
already
could.
are.
Oh my god, I'd get everybody to be like, I seen Bigfoot. He's in the United States. He's totally in the United States.
Yeah.
You are like the short Bigfoot. You are so hairy.
Yeah, I'm the shortest Bigfoot that there's ever been. That's a hilarious joke, dude.
It's a good one. I'm not gonna do it, but
Oh. Dang it.
Well, you were hoping I would do it?
No, I just was like that. It just sidetracked me because that's a good joke. I think I'm gonna like copy that and then just put it on everybody's stuff. What we gotta do is find somebody when they're like deep in like a game playing session and they're like half paying attention to chat,
Yeah.
and then they'll say it.
Do like Mo.
And even better, if you can do it to a girl streamer.
Yeah, I don't know what animal I'd want to turn into. I think being like a gorilla or something like that would be kind of cool. But then that would look weird. You couldn't just like transform anywhere. So I guess if you were like a cat or a dog, you could at least transform anywhere and just walk around if that's what you're going for. Depends on what you're going for with the transforming, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, why did you transform? Because you've got like the news lady who turns into like a fucking a ladybug or whatever, and she does it so she can get news stories and shit, so nobody knows she's there. And I don't know, like McGonagall, I think she probably just was like, I'm a transfiguration teacher. I'm gonna learn how to do this. It's really cool. Maybe she really likes cats. I don't know. So.
Well, I mean, a cat is like that's a useful one because a cat can do whatever there is no suspicious cat.
Yeah, nobody pays attention to the cat. They're just like, oh,
I mean,
there's a cat
even
over
if
there.
they are, nobody thinks that's a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever. The cat could do anything. The cat could be typing on a fucking computer and nobody would go, that's a person. Everybody would be like, that's it. You see that fucking cat?
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
We've all seen the gif of the cat stomping on the fucking keyboard. Like, everybody's seen it. That wasn't McGonagall. That was just some guy.
Just some guy.
Yeah. He like taped his cat's paws to the keyboard and then got it really high on LSD. But I mean, like, which one would you like? I don't know. That's a rough question. You'd have to think about it a lot. I would end up doing something stupid and picking like, I would pick. See, picking an elk, in my opinion, is really dumb because then some hunter's going to shoot you.
Mm-hmm. What about like some kind of bird, like a majestic bird?
Yeah, you could do an eagle. Oh my god, you could do a crane. Could you imagine how loppy I would be trying to fly as a crane?
All right, I knew he was talking about birds, but when he said crane, I just pictured a fucking crane.
Eric's like, he just transforms into an engine or a machine.
I was like transformer.
Well, no, but I was thinking that's not too far off for Eric. I mean, he kind of drives a vehicle that's crane-like every day.
Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be a big deal.
But yeah, then
Like-
you know he went on to say flying, and I'm like, oh, he's still on birds.
Well, you know, cranes are kind of, you know, they're weird animals. You could definitely scare shit with that
Yeah, you could.
because they're big, you know.
They got that long neck and the pointy ass bird beak thing.
Yeah.
Pointy ass bird beak.
I could turn into a beaver and then I could kill trees.
Yeah, that would be what you transform into, man. You know you would. You know,
I would
because
be the biggest beaver that there's ever been. I'd be,
You'd
you know
be
what
a
I'd be?
beaver to get other kinds of wood. Come on.
I would be. Which one is the actual? We're actually all doing it as a group. So I don't know what a dab is. I don't have any pot here. So.
I will not be doing a dab, but I am the one who's typing. If that's what you're
Yeah,
asking.
he's the typer.
Yeah.
He can type. The rest of us we don't know how to even type.
Nope, nobody
We're-
else knows how to
me.
write.
Anyways, so yeah, could you guys imagine that? Like, you know, me as just like going like killing the forest. I would, or you could do a woolly mammoth.
Yeah.
Well, fuck that. You just do a Neanderthal. That's what I would do.
I
I'd
wonder,
be
if
like,
there's, I wonder if there's some kind of size limit on like what you can become though. Like how big can you turn into? How small can you turn into? I guess like small size it doesn't because like you said, you know, the lady turned into a fucking a ladybug, you know,
Yeah.
wormtails, a rat the whole time. You know, so but I feel like maybe you can only turn so big. Like that would be harder to do.
Well, I feel like Eric once told us with genetic testing, he's already 85% Neanderthal, so that's a close one for him. He wouldn't have to change much.
yeah, I'd probably be like an inch taller and just have bigger pecs. and I wouldn't have a hairy back.
Maybe
Yeah.
some
I would
slight
just turn into an improved version of myself.
forehead ridging from the amount of
Yeah.
extra cranial skull.
So you got all that shit on your forehead?
Yeah. Or I would have the same, because if you look, it's already like
Oh, he's already got the ridges.
pretty substantial.
Oh man, I mean, if Wormtail hadn't been a rat for so long, though, I would be like, what if it was like the Animorphs, where if you turned into an animal for too long, then you just become that animal and you can't change back? Anybody ever watch that show? I'm probably the only one because I'm a
I
fucking
remember. I
nerd from
never
back in the
watched
day.
it, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I actually did a 23andMe because I was worried about it. They're not even from the same town or county. So that should be good.
Yep, his tree got its first branch.
Yeah.
Good deal.
No, it's actually like, isn't that weird? Well, I mean, we're basically all almost that way now, anyways.
Well,
You know.
I mean, if you are a true believer in the tales of the past, basically everybody is related, so...
Wait a second, guys. You know what you should be as a tapeworm?
Ew.
That's
why?
gross.
Because you could gross everybody out.
Oh,
It's like a
No.
that's what fucking Rick would turn into. Is a
I
goddamn
work
tape-
with some people that could gross anybody out, and they're not tapeworms.
Oh, you work with Ricky now?
Equivalents of Ricky.
Oh,
They're like Ricky
Hello.
disciples.
yeah. That guy was abused by his uncle, mentally. I guess. I don't know. I mean, people live through worse. I think.
No, I don't think his uncle was gay.
No.
As far as I know, I don't think Harry's gay either. I think the only one in the story is that's at least, you know, if somebody said anything is Dumbledore. So
And Grindelwald too.
Dumbledore?
oh yeah, Grindelwald. Yeah,
Yeah, he's you know, that's why he's so mad.
yeah, because Dumbledore turned him down.
Yeah.
There's only 2 gay wizards in the whole thing.
Oh my god, could you imagine how terrible that would be?
Your choices would be so limited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like that's it. That's like, wait, how come there's like literally? Oh, I have to deal with. Maybe that's why he likes Muggles so much.
It turns out that wizards are super like what's that called? I just had it. They are very not prejudiced. Very, I guess prejudice is a word. It's not the word I was looking for though. They're super homophobic. They're like very like so they killed a bunch of the gay wizards and stuff like that. It's real fucked up. Like Wizard Pass is messed up. They got messed up by the Muggles and now they're persecuting. That's the word. They're persecuting the gays. Fucking wizards. Think they're better than everybody else. So,
I mean, wizards are something else. They got what the fuck is your dog doing?
Basically, unless you are inbred as a wizard, you get killed then because they don't like mudbloods or anything. So you have to be within the wizard community. So unless you're basically married to your cousin and you're both purebloods, you're gonna get murdered.
More or less, that's how they kind of feel.
Yeah, all right. Sounds like a
Kelly, is there any
culture.
Elton John songs that have to do with like wizards or Rocket Men or something like that?
Rocket Man.
Rocket Man.
Wait a second, is Albus Dumbledore that guy? Is he the Rocket Man?
I don't know.
I mean, they're in the same country.
Okay.
Elton John seemed like he had magic powers.
It was those pink sunglasses.
Yeah. I mean, Dumbledore's... Wait a second. I think you might be onto something. What if all these guys are actually Southern? What if all these wizards shouldn't have English accents? What if they should all have Southern accents? Wouldn't that be a lot more funny?
So that's what they need is the American wizarding school, and just
like McGonagall's like a Southern belle.
Yeah.
I've got the vapors.
Oh man.
Did you guys hear? Cunnilingus is going to be coming down to visit our place.
This is a different movie, all completely now, Eric. Oh man,
that's an SNL bit. That's funny though.
His
brother Analingus will be down too. You gotta watch out. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
You better polish your wands and spit shine your shoes. They're high class.
Oh man. All right, I'm
I don't know. Holy shit! In chat. Oh, the shit people do to get around like the naming convention stuff is hilarious.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah, I mean they're like so ingenious. We should figure out how to make cancer, like put rules around. If we could figure out how to make somebody make the name to cure cancer just by making it a sexual name, it would happen.
The internet would solve it right away. Yeah.
The internet would be like, done. Instead, we're like,
what's that say, Jason?
We're scientists.
I'm not reading that out loud.
Could you just read that for me, Jason?
I'm not going to read that.
What's that one say right there?
What's what? I don't see it. I can't see that
that
far.
one?
No, I'm blind.
Here, put these on.
No, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Damn it. So yeah, this is the first year they've had a teacher that's actually worth a damn, teaching them how to, defend against the dark arts and shit. And I get obvious the whole curse against the position has been, just kind of kicks everybody out after a year anyway. So,
nice.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, this is the teacher they should have had the whole fucking time because they would have been able to fight anything off if Lupin would have stayed there. But,
yeah.
You got assholes coming in, being pissed off because the dude's a werewolf. It's like, dude didn't even attack anybody. Come on.
Yeah, see, what he needed to learn how to do was do the Donald Trump brush off.
Just like,
what's that?
I'm not a werewolf.
He should just be like, fake news. They just made it up. They're just out to get me. Bullshit. I'm the best. We're doing tremendous work here at Hogwarts. It is absolutely tremendous. I love working with all these people here. I'm not a werewolf. Suck it. And then,
You just like toss him into a trunk or something like that for his week of fucking werewolfing.
And then 2 days later, you'd see an Cheeto-colored werewolf eating a chicken, and you'd be like, that's odd. I thought Trump said he wasn't a werewolf.
Oh, my God.
God damn it. All right.
Gotta be appropriate, man. That's not
So,
funny.
Did we all just lose our train of thought when we read the last chat message?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like being.
Where do we go?
So you go ahead.
All right. So what would the boggart change into for you guys? Like, you know, mine would obviously be a giant ant. I mean, that's just the way it is.
An ant?
Yeah, not a fan of ants. Don't like them.
That's the scariest thing to you? Is a single ant? I think it would turn into
it'd probably be a swarm. It'd be a swarm of ants, yes. It wouldn't be a single one. I don't have a problem with one
Eric
ant.
asked me the same thing. What would be your scary thing? And I thought of ants, but I mean, they don't like scare me. They freak me out. It's a whole different thing. Like one ant, fine, cool. A whole bunch of them, oh no! I mean, no.
Well, I mean, I've crossed the street because there was a fucking like swarm of ants on the sidewalk. I'm like, I'm not going near that shit. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't like ants.
So ants do nothing for me. I'm not even a little bit phased by them. You could pour them all over my body, and I'd be like, meh. And if they were biting me, I'd be like, well, that kind of sucks. I mean, if they were like dangerous ants and it burned like fire, I would probably be screaming. But I mean, overall, no bother. But if you had like a snake spider hybrid, I would probably just piss myself, and I would be so frozen I couldn't even move.
Oh, if we're going with like hybrid things, it'd be like a shark ant.
A swarm of shark ants.
Yeah.
A swarm of shark ants would make me piss
And then
myself
there'd
too.
be a theme song to go with it too. I mean, that would be.
And then there'd be a tornado.
Oh shit!
Fucking tornado.
What about you, Eric?
Probably just be a giant tree.
Yeah, like a
Yeah, and it would be like about to tip over and just be chasing me around. And I'd be
Never
like,
get away
oh
from it?
shit, and be like running, get away from me, bitch. I mean, how do you make that funny? Turn it into a turd? That's still a big turd that's going to fall on you. Yeah, I mean, it would be funny to everybody. Everybody else would be laughing. What if there's nobody in the room? I got to get hit with a turd and then laugh it off? Like, I don't think so.
You're always supposed to fight a boggart with other people around. That way, you know, it gets confused.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Well, unless I'm like with a ruby rod or whatever, where I've always have like a bunch of people around, I'd be fucked. Bogger would just pop out and I'd be like, fuck, it's a giant tree, and it'd tear up my house.
Well, you'd already be fucked anyways because you're out in the woods all the time, and there's so many magical creatures out in the fucking woods. You'd be fighting those motherfuckers off just to get the trees down. You know, you'd be attacked by tons of shit. I'm sure there's ants in that world.
How many unicorns have you killed?
Yeah, be unicorns attacking you. Fucking
Yeah, what if they're
centaurs.
invisible and I've just killed the fuck out of them?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so sad, Eric.
Not really. Fuck unicorns. I'm just joking.
There's like centaurs everywhere shooting arrows and shit at you, trying to get into your vehicle.
Just bouncing off my machine.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, what the fuck are all these arrows just showing up for? What the hell? What the hell's going on here? All right, fuck it. I'm gonna go swat at the source here, and I'm just like hammering them.
You get those
Like-
little bow truckles coming in and like fucking up your machine, pulling stuff
I don't
out.
know what a bow truckle is.
You watched Magical Beasts, right? Remember the little green guy that picks locks?
Oh yeah, I'd like to hire that guy.
Yeah. So those little guys are bow truckles.
Oh, okay.
They live in trees.
That must be what Ricky uses.
Yeah. He gets through the
That's a
alarms.
secret. He's just got like 8 of them in his pocket. He just lets them out.
Well, he likes them in there
He's
too. They wiggle
Trained
around
them.
a lot.
Like made a bed of them, of used pantalones. And he's like, here, go over there. And they sleep there, and then they're all like, you know what? I'm gonna go find some more. And he just lets them out.
So are you saying they're trained to unlock locks and get panties? Is that
Yes.
Well, that's what he trains them for. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what
They're like
Ricky trains
underpants
them for,
gnomes,
yeah.
but oh man, Ricky would just have a bunch of gnomes. He could just get a bunch of garden gnomes, and they'd go in there and do that shit for him.
Yeah, actually, Ricky's probably just a giant garden gnome.
Oh man,
That's actually, he kind of looks like one, doesn't he?
he's a shitty house elf. I can tell you that.
This is how bad at house elf he is. Steve gave him clothes and he didn't fucking leave.
The anti-Dobby.
Yeah. Oh man.
Bobby's all like, I'll put my, well-being at risk to save you. Ricky's like, I'll put your well-being at risk. Fuck you. I'm not even talking to you anymore. Too much work.
We go and smoke.
Yeah, I'll just, he's just out there smoking his magic weed. Fuck. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. The whole werewolf thing would kind of suck. If you know, I mean, that would suck. You're like, you just turn into a werewolf and then tear shit up.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
having no control over it at all. And then you're like, maybe, I don't know if they remember what they did afterwards. If they did, that'd be real fucked up. Like if you transformed and fucking just murdered a bunch of people, it'd be pretty messed up on, fucked up on your mind. So
I got a question for all y'all. So toward the end of the movie, Harry Potter saves himself from having his soul taken, but he sees his father. Why is that?
it's because his dad looks like him.
Well,
Or he looks like his
also-
dad, the other way around.
What he seen was somebody across the way looking at him.
Yeah.
And just he's like, that's what people do. You think to yourself, you never think to yourself, hey, that's me over there.
Right. And you
That's true.
resemble who your
Yeah.
parents
And
look up your
He's like,
parents.
oh, that's my dad. He made one of those elk thingies.
And I don't remember
Goodness.
if in the movie they mentioned that his dad was an animagus also that turned into a stag at that time. I don't know if that had come
I don't
out
know
yet.
if they ever mentioned that because I didn't get the stag thing.
So, but in the book they mention that, and that's where Harry comes up with the conclusion that the his dad would have a stag Patronus also. So
Okay.
yeah, and since he already looks like his dad, he automatically assumed it was his pops. So,
All right.
Yeah.
That makes sense then.
but I don't know.
Bummer.
It's just kid wishful thinking kind of shit. It's like, dude, you know your parents are dead. Come on, why
mean-
would he not? Why would he have saved you now and left you with your fucking shitty aunt and uncle for this long?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but like if I was Harry and Hermione when they went back, I would have just yelled, hey, come over here in the woods real quick. And then they'd be like, oh my God, that's me. And then be like, shut up. Listen, I'll explain all this later. All right. When those two come down and go into the building, we're going to take this guy out of here. And then it turns out Sirius Black is a good guy. See that stupid rat right there? That's literally 10 feet away from him at the time. They almost found him.
Yeah.
That's Peter Pettigrew. Let's fucking hang on to him. So take your shirt off. Wait, who would we have take their shirt off? Probably Hermione. Take your shirt
Hermione
off.
would take her
We're
shirt
going
off.
to use that to capture the rat. And then, then you could do that. And then you'd have the rat. And nobody has to die. Nobody's got to get their fucking leg like ripped to shreds or anything. And it would save a lot of bullshit.
Since rats also have a tendency to chew things a lot, we're gonna need to take off your bra and cup the cups around the
Yeah.
I
rat.
hate you.
That's crazy because now
She's
she's
like
like a 13-year-old
13-year-old.
girl in this.
I don't know how old
You're
she
a
is in this.
13-year-old boy though.
Yeah.
It's not.
Harry's
I mean, if
like
you're the
13.
same age, it's fine. I'm not saying I want to see it in my current day. What I'm saying is, if I was 13, that would be my suggestion.
So if you
Wait a
killed,
second. I mean, realistically, though, if I was 13, I would have just been like, guys, I got it. We'll put him in my underwear. I'll take my underwear off, and when this rat gets in there, he's gonna die. He'll be almost dead.
if you killed him while he was turned into a rat, does he transform back into a human or does he stay a rat?
I think he would go back into a human as natural form.
I don't think he would do anything. I think you'd be fucked. You'd have a dead rat that looks weird.
Yeah.
And unless there's a spell, I mean, that's a risk, though, isn't it? Like, fuck it, I'll just kill the rat.
Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna
And then
care
you're
if
like-
you killed a rat, though. They're just gonna be like, "What are you, a psychopath? You killed a rat."
You got a dead rat in your shit? What? Who the fuck is this kid with his dirty underwear with his streaks and he's got this rat? What the hell are you doing with a rat in your underwear? You're like, I didn't know it would die.
Actually,
Come on.
the way Eric looks, he could be like, "I don't know, Dumbledore's my dad."
Damn it.
Learn at
Um,
Richard Gere's house.
Oh, man. So,
Didn't you know he was a mudblood? You know.
and Pettigrew, he changes himself back into a rat and his clothes fall on the ground. But when he transforms from a rat to a human, he's fully clothed. Like, how does that work? Do the clothes always fall off him, and when he transforms, he just grows new clothes, or what's
It's
going
because
on
it's a
with him?
movie that they tried to make kid friendly.
But they do the same thing later on with Sirius in another movie, and he has to put like a robe on. He's putting a robe on as he's changing or as he transforms from the dog. So it's
Maybe
like,
it's kind of, I mean, realistically, this isn't like a video game or this is magic. So I think he could make himself naked or fully clothed. Peter Pettigrew's like, I can't be hanging dong in front of these kids.
But now
I'll be
the
on a-
kids, but
That's
now
a
the
fair-
kids know I'm a rat. I'm just like fuck it, because he transforms and his clothes just fall to the ground.
Yeah.
Fucking messed up.
I mean, if you're a naked rat, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool though to be a rat with clothes on.
Well, I mean, okay, so we've all seen rats, right? Rats, you have huge balls. Like,
Yeah.
basically, Ron has been cupping the balls of Peter Pettigrew for 12 years. All right, it's real fucked up.
Wait, maybe they like kind of maintain their normal size. So
Like
he's
normal
got like
ratio.
a really...
So he's got just really.
And there's
small
no
rat
way
balls.
Peter Pettigrew has a huge package.
Well, he was kind of a bitey rat, so they had him neutered. It was a really
Oh my god,
traumatic
could you
time.
imagine being that guy? You're like, wait a second, are they gonna neuter me?
Fuck,
Do
I got
blow my cover
transformed.
for this?
It'd be like McGonagall, like getting knocked out and then coming to and having the scar on her stomach as a cat, and she'd be like, "Oh shit."
I feel like Pettigrew would probably go through it though, because he's so afraid of people finding him. Like he would do anything to keep himself alive, and if he had to get neutered, he would do that just to keep himself alive. That guy is fucking slimy. So.
It doesn't seem to happen with animals, but I know with humans, when they get testicular cancer and have to have them removed, sometimes they grow breast afterwards because they're not getting the testosterone.
Pettigrew already had him, so it didn't.
So-
matter.
Yeah,
Oh,
you could
okay, so
see
it's
when he
okay.
turned into a man, he already had, you know,
he's got
he
man
had like
boobs.
what, a B cup.
Yeah,
Okay, so all right, that works then. Hey, there's no reason for him to not get him cut off, basically.
there you
Yeah, he doesn't need him. You know, I mean, could you imagine? Like, that'd be so cool though to be able to turn into some animal and they'll like scare the shit out of somebody, turn into a person right in front of them.
go. Yeah.
Holy shit!
You're just, I can see you've just played the long game. You're just like, you're somebody's pet for fucking 10 years. And then you're like, well, I'm done with this. Just walk out of their house. We're like, what the fuck? Like, I did a lot of stuff in front of you that you shouldn't have seen.
Turns out like that David Bowie. You know, I'm just like living at David Bowie's house,
Yeah.
and I just turned back into a person. I'm like, have fun, man. And he's like, whoa, did somebody slip me some LSD or something? Oh my god.
Oh, man, you could freak some fuckers out.
They fucked that cow in front of that guy. Shit.
It'd be even worse if it was Richard Gere because you'd be in his butt more than once.
Oh, I mean, if you're like a ferret or a gerbil or like a turtle or a frog,
Anything
I
small
don't think
enough.
a turtle, the shell would get in the way, wouldn't it?
a little baby turtle,
Unless you
shell
do it
might
for the
help him
shell.
survive. You know, he could go into his little turtle house. Have you ever seen Ninja Turtles? They're in somebody's butt.
They're in the whole city's butt. They live in
Yeah.
a sewer.
That's why they smell like shit. So yeah, you know, I mean, if you're a dog though, like this, you know, oh god, wouldn't that be gross if you're like sitting there, you're a dog, and then like a lady or some dude starts doing stuff to you that way, and you're like, you just turn into a person. You're like, that's disgusting. What are you
wrong with
doing?
you?
So, Eric,
I was a dog.
Eric is a dog, and it's just like the hottest chick he's ever seen. Does he turn back into a human, or is he like, hey, this is gross?
Is he gonna
that's-
Brian
that,
it?
That would legitimately just gross me out. I would probably puke on her. I'd be like, wait, so is she checking me for ticks? What's going on here? Okay, so there's definitely some interest in the Red Rock. All right,
Oh no, dude, that's enough. I have
Yeah.
more male dogs and female dogs. I don't want to picture this. No,
don't think about
be
it.
gone with this.
All right. So, how the fuck do they trust a goddamn teenager with a fucking time machine? Basically, like I understand it's Hermione, but still, you don't trust
Yeah,
a
she's-
fucking teenager with a
Why
time
would
machine.
you ever trust Hermione, dude? She's involved in hijinks 2 years in a row now.
Exactly. Yeah. You're like she's gonna use it to help Harry and Ron do some
Yeah,
fucked
but
up
they're not
stuff.
horrible hijinks, you know. I don't think
They tried to fight a troll in a bathroom.
that troll had what was coming.
She made fucking polyjuice potion.
Yeah.
That's like a big deal.
She's actually done something every year fucked up.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
all have.
Well, yeah.
Well-
man, those are the troubled kids. They should put them in like permanent detention.
That's the problem with the Wizards, man. They're all like, "Oh, it's okay. That kid has good grades, so they're the best."
It was
And then
all
you go
because they
50
were.
years in
It was
the
all because
past.
they're Gryffindors. It's fucking Gryffindor preferential treatment.
Well,
Motherfuckers.
then again, you know, if you were a Slytherin, like if Harry was a Slytherin and then Snape looks at his permission form that isn't signed, he'd be like, "That's all right, I got you."
Yeah, you're good.
Looks like it's signed to me. These guys look signed, right? Yeah, it was signed. Not a big deal. Because Slytherins don't give a fuck about rules. He'd just be like, "You fucking get killed by that stupid Sirius Black. I'm gonna you're gonna deserve to die, you little asshole. Don't fucking wander off. You know what? Grab my belt loop, bitch. This is how it's gonna go. You're not gonna get killed on my watch. Then your fucking uncle will show up and I'll have to nuke his fat ass."
You know,
Yeah, demon.
Sirius Black was a good guy in a wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, I feel like he should have just turned into a dog and then ran away really fast because a dog can run really fucking fast.
Yeah.
Like, if you can turn into a dog, how do you get caught by a person?
Somehow animal control catches him.
Well, yeah, but that's not a dog with human mind. Like, you get a dog with a human mind that can strategize and shit like that, then you're not catching that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hey, good point. It wouldn't be that hard to catch yours.
No,
No,
I had a
it's coming right at
dog.
you.
I had a dog who evaded animal control on a daily basis for like 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
Okay. Every day he
Is
would
this-
escape.
Is this Hank?
Yeah.
So are you
And he
thinking
would
maybe
evade.
he was
The guy
animagus also?
said that the guy literally called him his white whale. He's like, "I can't get even close to this fucking dog. What did you teach him?" I'm like, I didn't teach him shit. This is just what he does. Hell, for all I know, Hank was a goddamn animagus, and that's how he could get out of the car doors and stuff, because he opened car doors a couple times. He's like,
Uh-huh.
"Fuck this, I'm out." And you just open the door and then be out. And you're like, "Who the fuck opened my door? Why'd you guys let Hank out?" No, nobody did. He let himself out. And I was like, "God damn dog. Smart motherfucker."
Yeah.
But, and think about that. As even a like semi-dumb person, you can't get caught by a guy.
Should be able
You
to.
just run
Yeah.
and charge the guy, and the guy's going to shit himself.
All right, so the whole concept of this, the reason Sirius gets blamed for all this shit is because Harry's parents changed. So there's like a charm that is called the secret. I don't remember what the fuck the actual charm is. Basically, you choose a secret keeper, and the person that has the secret can reveal the location of the place. Otherwise, the place doesn't exist. Like, Harry's parents' house does not exist unless the person that's a secret keeper tells the other person, or they tell the person where it is. So the reason all this shit happened is because they changed their secret keeper from Sirius over to Peter Pettigrew, which is the fucking little worst person to ever change to. Why would, that is the dumbest move you could ever make.
Why would you do that?
It is like, okay, you could have given it, Sirius said he would be their secret keeper. Fucking Dumbledore said he would be their secret keeper. There's no way somebody's getting the information out of either one of those two. And they give it to the one guy that definitely would give the information away.
Yeah, why would you take it from okay, here's my thing, all right? If you're Dumbledore, use the time turner, go back in time, and then there's two Dumbledores wandering around.
Yeah. Well,
Turn yourself invisible, let the thing go. You know what? Fuck it. Mind charm the stupid Minister of Magic. You're Dumbledore. You can do whatever you want.
Just become the Minister of Magic.
Yeah. Quit being he must have been the laziest genius ever. He's like, "I don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
Let somebody else deal with the stupid Voldemort character."
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. There's a lot of dumb shit that Dumbledore does in this whole series, though. Just the whole fucking Horcrux stuff later on, where he's just like, yeah, there's some stuff. I'm not going to tell you where any of it is. We'll just give you some really faint clues. And this is, I'm not going to tell you how to destroy any of them. We're just going to, just let you wing it. Be cool. Be fine.
Yes, I fucking crippled myself trying to destroy one of them. And I am, my IQ is here, and your IQ is right there. Okay,
yep. And I put a ring on because I'm an idiot.
Hermione's is right here. You're fucked. Just do this. Just kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah. I can't wait for the next movie to come out, though. Let's see. Hopefully, Jude Law does a pretty good job. Preview looks decent. So the next Crimes of Grindelwald movie.
Yeah.
So it looks.
I kind of
cool.
hope they just kind of continue on with that. Make more.
Well, there's supposed to be 5 of them, so.
Really?
Yep.
Awesome.
So
This is such a cool place, like
Yeah.
like a cool world and stuff. It's not like it's not real boring.
yeah, and
It's not.
I like the stuff. Like I like them coming to America stuff too. So kind of get to see that kind of shit, and I don't know. I think it makes it into a pretty good story compared to, because we don't have any in America, we really don't have anything that is like what is in the Harry Potter movies or the books or anything like that. We have boarding schools and stuff. We don't have that kind of thing. Like that's a normal thing in England and shit. So none of us have ever experienced any of that shit. We don't, we're not fucking rich enough for that shit. So just, seeing them in the America in the 1920s, we have some kind of concept of like what it's like just from watching movies or reading books and stuff like that, where I don't know, what it's like in the fucking, 90s in England.
Yeah.
So, or
And that would be fucked trying to deal with that.
well, especially in America where, the fucking crime for anything is basically death. Well, it's not basically death. It is death. Basically death is what if you do shit in England, then you get thrown to Azkaban and you can get your fucking soul sucked out by a weird monster thing. So it's real messed up too. So
God, that would be the worst, wouldn't it?
yeah,
Oh, my soul's getting sucked out. Oh no.
it's real fucked.
I mean, like, why would they even have the monster? I don't know. The whole thing is that entire setup with the Dementors and all that is so scary, especially since people get wrongfully convicted.
Yeah, I mean, look at Hagrid.
Yeah.
Like 3 times.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
Didn't they put Stan Shunpike in there too?
They do near the end of the whole thing.
Yeah. Here he is. He's got like crippling acne. He probably
Yeah.
can't ever get laid, even with a muggle. And then they just throw him in Azkaban. Like, then he's got really bad zits and he's crazy.
Yeah, real fucked up.
That's stupid. Like, don't do that. Their process is worse than ours because they're basically just like fascist. Like, you're in the gulag, suck it.
Yeah. Or here
Yeah.
we're just like, well, we don't really want to like hold you for very long, so yeah, we're just gonna toss you in this pool of melting potion. You're gonna die, but whatever. You're gonna die with
Yeah.
happy memories.
And then, to top it all off, a week later, they're like, oh, we had the wrong guy.
Whoops.
Wait a second. We had another one of these murders that we just killed that guy for. We did? It's the same exact guy. He's the same MO and everything. For reals?
Why would anybody
This
get
must be a
convicted?
copycat. That's what it has to be.
Why would anybody get falsely convicted anyways? They do have those things where they can read fucking memories and shit. Like you just use a pensive and fucking pull somebody's memory of the time and then you've got it right there, right? Like, or you get more people that can read minds like Snape can or whatever.
Snape can read minds.
Yeah.
They never touch that in the movies, do
Yeah,
they?
they do.
I don't remember.
Just not in this movie. It's
If
later on.
you should read the books because it's a lot. It's really detailed in the books.
Yeah.
And basically, like Dumbledore and Voldemort can basically read minds anyways.
Yeah. Like Snape has to cast a spell.
Yeah, I mean Dumbledore just like looks at you and is like, I know what the fuck's going on in your head. I'm fucking Dumbledore.
Yeah.
And Snape, he's really good at blocking the mind reading.
Yeah.
God, I don't want wizards seeing in my head. They'd be like, you should just lock this guy up right now.
No, they'd probably see in your head and be like, that's pretty tame, man. I've seen in some wizards' heads, there's some fucked up shit you can do as a wizard, man.
This one guy fucking his own broom.
Yeah. I mean, you look at fucking Dumbledore's brother. He was arrested for inappropriate acts with a goat. Nobody knows what the fuck those inappropriate acts are, but I mean, we can guess what those inappropriate acts are. This is in a fucking kid's book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
His fucking Patronus is a goat.
He liked to nibble its ears. I don't really think that's that bad, but in the wizard world, it's horrible. You don't nibble goat's ears.
Apparently not. He got caught because the goat was actually an animagus.
Oh my god. Groundskeeper Willie?
It's the only fucking red goat out there.
Yeah. Like, man, I thought that red color looked so familiar. I wasn't sure what it was.
Trump's cousin?
Oh, jeez. Carrot.
Fuck.
Wait a second. That's exactly what Trump would be, as a fucking carrot that talked. The best carrot you've ever seen. Tremendous.
His best friend then would have to be a talking pickle.
Fuck.
Oh man.
Yeah, sometimes I think that Dumbledore is like Rick off of Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
He's just like his Rick is Albus Dumbledore's evil twin.
Okay.
I mean,
Is Harry his
instead of like
is
magic,
Harry his
he's
Morty?
just like, does science and
I
then
want
turns
it
himself
so
into a
bad.
pickle.
I want it so bad now where Rick turns the president into a carrot and he's got the same hair as the green top. And then he's the pickle and they go on an adventure together and just fuck shit up in some other country like Russia or something.
But I
It'd be
mean, the
fucking
president
amazing.
in Rick and Morty is Keith David, so it's not. It's not.
It's
the
been
president
4
we have.
years. They
It's
can have a new one.
irrelevant what the president is there. They can go to another reality.
True. That's true.
Yeah, or he could get reelected.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
it happens. I mean, it's fucking Rick and Morty. He can just hack the internet and be like, nah. Rick could collude with Russia and totally change the election.
That's right.
Hold on,
did you-
well, guys, this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna post a shitload of mean Facebook messages. That's gonna do it.
Damn it, dude. Did you see that Rick and Morty still hasn't been renewed for another season?
What?
Yeah. So Adult Swim still has not done anything on their end, apparently. So don't know what's going on.
They promised us 10 more seasons at the beginning of this season.
No, it's fine. Netflix will totally buy it.
Oh, they have to. I mean,
There's
unless...
no way that they won't. Netflix would fucking cream their jeans if they didn't pick it up.
They could do so much more shit if it was Netflix anyways.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have to worry about being censored and all that shit. So
I have noticed Netflix original series are more fucked up than any other shows I've ever seen on television.
well, yeah, because they're not going to get
Fuller
picked up
House
by
is
regular
not fucked
television.
up.
What was that?
Fuller House is not fucked
Oh.
up.
No, a lot of them
Only
are,
one.
a lot of them are not fucked up, but when they've got a fucked up show, it is like to the extreme.
No, I understand. I was just being a brat.
Do you have any examples, Jason?
Yes, episode 3 of Orange is the New Black on the new season, where the guy
haven't
gets
seen
his
it.
dick stabbed off with like a fork.
Thanks for spoiling.
Spoiler
I mean,
alert.
guys get their dick stabbed off in all kinds of TV shows, Steve. You'll forget about it.
Steve's already seen it.
Oh man, no, I haven't seen it.
Oh shit!
I have
seriously?
not. I just told you I haven't seen the new season.
Oh,
I have not seen the new season of Orange is the New Black.
oops.
Or last season, but before it's the new season, and all
Yeah.
the old season.
My bad.
I mean, we talk about like fucking Black Mirror. I watched the whole
that's
thing of
another one.
that.
That has
there's
got
some
some
messed
fucked up
up
stuff.
episodes in that thing too. So
Yeah.
I think my favorite Black Mirror episode is that fucking Star Trek one,
It
or
was really
Space.
good.
Season 4, episode 1. Yes, very
really
good.
Such a good one. I was like, man, I cannot believe how good a job they did at finding somebody who looks like Steve. This is totally what Steve
Oh,
would do
man.
with unlimited power right here.
Have you have not watched Game Night yet, have you?
Steve would also have
No,
all of the people with no genitalia or butts too. I can
That's
totally
that's
see that.
exactly what I thought. I was like, if it was me, everybody would be nude, and it would just be like basically space fuck or something would be the name.
Space
of the But like Steve is the guy. He would actually have it where they just kiss. Oh yeah, let's do a long kiss.
Damn it,
You
dude.
know. Meanwhile, I'd be like, showing up with like a fucking robe on, like, all right, let's bone, and they're all like, oh my god, I'm a sex slave. This sucks.
Steve would be sitting there and he'd turn around and point at somebody and be like, I see you. Don't rub your hump.
It's disgusting. What are you doing over there?
I really like the very last season, last episode as well, where they have the guy who's in the chamber and keeps getting fried over and over again by all the tourists.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, we haven't seen all 4 yet.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Jason, just stop talking about episodes.
Where there's the child killer person though.
Yeah, that one was a really messed up episode. Again, like
Oh.
Netflix,
Yeah.
super fucked up stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Narcos, they've got like all kinds of fucked up stuff in that too.
But yeah, Black Mirror though is so good, and if there's an ever episode you don't like, it doesn't matter because it has nothing to do with what was before or after it.
So what I was saying is that movie Game Night, the captain on that episode is this creepy fucking cop guy in the movie, and he's fucking hilarious. Not like, just so awkward that you're like, what the fuck is he doing? What are you doing? Like, if you've seen the previews, there's that part where they go to his door and he's petting his dog, and then he just like slowly backs into the darkness, and they're just kind of standing there like, do we go in? What's going on? And there's just like that kind of shit the whole time. He's just so fucking weird. And that's the guy that was also the sheriff in American Made, and I'm pretty sure he was also the kid that shot the other kid in Breaking Bad. So,
oh yeah, it's Todd. Todd from Breaking Bad.
That's what his name is. I couldn't remember his fucking name.
The guy who shot the kid in Breaking Bad. Oh, fuck that guy.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
But no, that's
Todd's
fucking
a four-letter word.
fucking Todd, piece of shit.
Goddamn Todd,
motherfucker.
What happens when you let gingers get close to guns?
That's right.
Shoot kids.
All right, what rating did you guys give this?
I gave this 4 stars, I think.
Yep.
I gave it 4 stars.
I gave it 3.5 or 3.5, I guess.
Same thing, right? I gave it 4 stars also. All right, next week's movie is Jason's choice. What are you going to choose?
Do we have access to the old Jumanji?
I don't know.
I'll go with the new Jumanji. I'll go ahead and buy it tonight, and then we can watch that.
Nice. Thanks, man.
It's a great movie.
That's going to be awesome. I'm going to talk so much about pretending to be a girl.
I can see it now. Eric's going to be over there like, oh my God, my hair. What happened to my beautiful long locks?
Could you imagine how pissed off like a pretty girl with beautiful hair would be to be in my body?
That's why I instantly said what happened to my hair.
I mean, it's like it used to be there and you could almost have enough to do something with it, but just not quite. I mean, mine is like the worst tease ever. If you just go straight Vin Diesel, then they accept it. But this is like... Maybe there's enough. Oh.
She'd be like, oh, my hair is on my face now. What the fuck?
And my ass and my back is covered in hair. Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh my God, I have a fucking tree in my pants and it's got his big hairy fucking leaves on it.
Yeah, I could just imagine some poor... Oh, Jesus. Why is it squirting 3 different directions every time? What the hell is wrong with this thing?
Damn it. That's going to be a good one next week. So, all right. You guys have anything else?
Nope.
No.
All right. We're going to do that. All right, make sure you guys come back next week as we watch Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I think that's the subtitle of it. I didn't go look it up. All right, hold on a second. Let me fucking look it up. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Rose write that?
I'm pretty sure
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, Welcome to the Jungle. Yeah. All right. Make sure you join us next week as we watch Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. That'll be starting at 7 o'clock on Sunday on YouTube.com. Ah, damn it.
On
YouTube.com/DeathByLag
Nice job.
presents Twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure and Mixer.com/Turkadur.
Prison sounds nice.
Oh, man. You can also download the podcast on iTunes, Google Play Store, and Stitcher. Just look for 2.5 stars. You can follow us on Twitter at HAP Gaming. You can follow me on Twitter at Turkadur. You can follow Eric on Twitter at
Quick and Severe.
You can follow Kelly on Twitter at
Sugar Snuggles.
You can follow Jason on Twitter at
Unbelievable One.
And you can follow Ricky on Twitter at Furry Twitter Balls with no E in the Twitter. You can email us all at, let's see, it's Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky at HAP Gaming. You can send us emails. Make sure you send Ricky dick pics, please, because he likes those.
Ricky at hapgaming.com. You can
right.
send him. You know what? If you're like a younger guy and you got to take care of your like old ass dad or your grandpa, and he's in the nursing home, and he's cool with you taking a dick pic, take a dick pic of that greasy old sausage and then send it to Ricky. He'll love it.
Ricky will love it.
Oh my god, the sausage has been on the burner too long. Maybe I don't know about that.
God damn it. Join us this Thursday. Join us this Thursday as we stream Sea of Thieves on youtube.com/deathbylightpresents, twitch.tv/heroic adventure, and twitch.tv/turkadur, because Eric will be streaming also.
Are you going to be home on Tuesday night?
Probably not.
You don't have school, right?
I don't have school. Oh, yeah, I'll be on home Tuesday night. Yeah.
That's when it comes out?
Yeah.
Maybe we should stream it then, too.
Yeah, we could probably stream it then. I can't say for sure on that one, just in case, some shit happens, but I think we'll probably be fine to do it. But check out the channels for that. We'll be streaming Sea of Thieves probably for a little bit. It's fun until we get frustrated getting murdered by other people, I guess.
Yeah. See how long that takes.
Yeah. So check that out this week, starting at 7 o'clock, 7 to 9 Pacific time. YouTube.com/deathbylightpresents, twitch.tv/heroic adventure, and mixer.com/turkadur, and twitch.tv/turkadur. I think that's it. Yeah. So join us next week and on Thursday for all kinds of fun stuff. Make sure you keep commenting, like, and subscribe. Tell your friends. We've gotten so many subscribers recently, and we're very thankful for that, guys. It's
Thank you.
Much appreciated. So just
A lot
keep
of followers on the
Twitch channel too.
Twitch as well, yeah.
Yeah. So just keep doing that. Tell your friends. We'll keep going. So I think that's it. We'll talk to you guys on Thursday, possibly on Tuesday.
See ya.
All right.